allergic to them. And you have to be sensitive to your friends and family when they come over to eat. So I'll make 2 different versions, and I wish I could say these were my avocados, but unfortunately in my yard, my little squirrels just keep eating my avocados. They get green and big like this, and then they're on the floor all eaten by the squirrels. So I got to figure out how to get the squirrels off my avocados. So that's my next show. And tonight, avocados and the guacamole go with almost everything I'm serving. They go really, really well with chicken and cheese enchiladas, the turkey chili, the chicken tamales I'm making. And I'm gonna make guacamole that looks spooky, and then I'm gonna make these spooky chips. And the spooky chips are really fun for the kids, because what I do is I take tortilla shells and I take cookie cutters that are shaped like ghosts and stuff, and I cut them out and I make those as the chips. So let's get started on the guacamole, the 2 different versions. Very similar, but 2 different versions, one with onions, one without. And make that up, put it in the refrigerator, airtight, and then I'll get on the chips so we can rock and roll. But I gotta tell you one thing about our household, we always have guacamole. Because it's healthy. Avocados are really good for you. The fat in avocados are good fat, not bad fat. And we use it for everything. I eat it, sometimes my husband eats it plain. He doesn't even have to have chips with it. You can put it on salad, you can put it on chicken, turkey, whatever you like, but we love it. So I'm gonna cut up avocados. I try to buy my avocados at the outdoor market. This one's, well, it's a little soft. I do mine at the outdoor market, so, you know, they come from usually Northern California or somewhere actually in between here, like Santa Barbara, Oxnard. That's where the avocados come from that we usually get if they're, you know, from the farmer. So I try to buy from them. Of course, every store in the whole wide world has avocados. They're very expensive. That's why I love having a tree. I just can't seem to get the squirrels off because they love them too. And so it's a little cheaper at the outdoor market or the farmer's market getting them, because in the store they can get very pricey. So this is gonna be for my small batch that I make for my mom with no tomatoes. I mean, no onions, sorry. But anyway, let's cut. We're gonna take a lime juice. I'm gonna probably put 2 limes. Now this is a little contraption. This contraption is the best. I saw this on a cooking show somewhere, and it really helps you get all the juice out without the mess, and you get as much as you possibly can. You just clamp down on it. My kids love doing this, just like that. And it's called the juice smasher. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but everybody should have one of these. Some tools in the kitchen you just gotta have. And I believe in this one because I use it all the time, especially for when I'm doing salad dressings or guacamole and stuff and I need fresh juice, because there's nothing like fresh juice. I don't care what you buy in the store that says it's fresh. None of it's fresh as just squeezing your own lemons, limes, oranges. You know, when you're making cocktails, nothing's as good as this. And it doesn't have to be cut up all pretty. It can be roughly chopped, and that's good enough. Especially for guac, because you kind of want it rustic style anyway. So you put that in there. Salt. I'm using my Mediterranean kosher salt. Salt. Some pepper. Just regular old black pepper. Okay. Some tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm doing a bigger batch, I use a potato smasher, depending on how ripe the avocados are. You don't want it perfect. You want big, giant chunks, because we are doing a Halloween kind of spooky, so it kind of looks like slime and yucky stuff for the kids, even though we know it's just guacamole. But I'm gonna do spooky chips to accompany it with, and it's so much fun. And it goes with everything I'm serving. Now, let me give you a trick. I wanna keep it from going brown, because I'm doing it the day before. The seed of the avocado, you put it back in there just to stay, and it will keep it from turning. Why? I don't know, but I learned that from one of my Latin friends, and it really works. I got my guacamole done. I showed you my apple martinis, and now I'm gonna do the chips, the scary, spooky chips. And those are so easy to make tortillas, but I'll show you how to do it in 1 second. From my family to your family, Allie of the Valley, always eat healthy, try your best to go organic, and by taking slow steps in this process, you too will live a long life, but most importantly, we'll be teaching our kids how to eat healthy. Thank you, Allie in the Valley.